First of all, I'd like to greet you all uh, a happy and prosperous Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year will always bring back memories, good memories for a stewardess by the name of Rita. Many years ago, Rita was a stewardess with Singapore Airlines and she met a passenger by the name of Ricky, an American elderly passenger who was old enough to be her father. But Rita looked after Rick so well that he was very pleased with her. And of course, they engaged in a long conversation during the long flight. And Rick found out that Rita's mother was old and they came from a poor family and she's supporting her aged mother. Her father has already passed away. And that was the reason why Rita wanted to be a stewardess. So Rick kind of felt for her like a father towards her daughter. He was about 60 over years old, and Rita was a young lady of about 20 plus. So he wanted to visit Rita's family, her home. So, okay, after the flight, the next day, uh, Rita brought Rick to her humble three-room HDB flat in Circuit Road. And when Ricky went to the house, he was very touched. He was humble because Rick used to live in a big house back in the States. And this three-room flat was about 700 or 600 square feet, small and cramped. So he kind of sympathized with them. But anyway, Rita brought Rick around in Singapore. He was on a short holiday, brought him around, was sightseeing, treated him like a father. And they became very good friends. So they parted company after a few days, and Ricky went back to the States. This, at that time, they still kept in touch with each other through, they don't have email those days, so by way of letters and sometimes even a small little long distance trunk call. And one day, somebody called Rita from the US. It seems he was a lawyer representing Ricky. And he asked Rita to fly down to where he was because Ricky had a sudden heart attack and he died. He was a bachelor and he got lots of money and he left a will, part of his will, part of his properties, his assets were willed to Rita and her mother. It came up to a couple of millions US dollars. Wow, Rita was in shock. So Rita and her mother flew down to the States to see the lawyer. And to cut a long story short, Rita was one of the beneficiaries of the estate. And of course, happy, sort of bittersweet feeling because Ricky was considered a good friend, like a father to her, and he really passed away. But sweet, happy, also because he left a lot of money to her. And after getting what was left to her, Rita quit the airlines. And this is a story that went around. That's how I got it. And I'm telling you now. Happy New Year.